Okay, morning, my loves. Let's just relax on the mat. Take your time to get into the position that your body allows you to relax in. Have a moment just to tune in and notice what tightness you're holding, tension, where it is. And with every out-breath, just try and let it go. So maybe scan from head to toe. Is there tension around your face? Can you relax the cheeks and all the muscles around the eyes and jaw? And how tense are you feeling around your neck and shoulders? Allowing the arms to relax. Notice your back, spine, all the muscles that align the spine and through your back. Relaxing buttocks and legs all the way down to feet. And just follow your breath. Take the next 3 breaths and really enjoy the inhale and the exhale. And notice as I say that whether you deepen your breath naturally. When we breathe and we focus on the breath, we can't be in the past. You can't breathe in the past and you can't breathe in the future. So when you're just aware of your breath, you are totally in the present, in the now. It's a wonderful thing just to center you sometimes when things can get a little bit on top of you. Just have a glance through your chakras. Let's start at the root and then sacral, solar plexus, heart center, throat, third eye, and then your crown. And just notice how you intuitively feel as you bring your awareness to these areas of your body. So I'm going to join you lying down and then we'll start our warm-up stretches. So when you're ready, on your next inhale, taking your right arm up and over and just let that hand fall to the floor behind you. Nice slow movement as you do this. How does it feel through your back? And then let's lift our toes and flex the foot. Just hold the foot in a flexed position here and enjoy this stretch as you lower the leg and lift your arm. Spread the fingers wide, lovely stretch in the palm of your hand. And now gently you can just point the toes. Feel the stretch over the top of the foot, ankle, shin, the rest of the leg. And then when you're ready, let's exhale, arm down. Palms up for a moment in Shavasana. Try and relax the right side of the body. And then left side, inhale, arm over. Noticing any little differences as you do this move. And again, lift your toes up, so flex your foot, push into your heel, stay flexed in the foot and reach up with your arm, spreading the fingers. And now point your toes and just pausing here, enjoying that different sensation. And then relax, arm down, exhale. Have a moment, palms up, let the legs flop to the side. And then again, deep inhale, both arms over. And maybe just alter the position of the head, tuck the chin in, lengthen through the neck. And a lovely flex, and then pointing of the toes, and then flexing again. And just enjoy this lovely stretch. Can you lift your arms a little more? How does it feel through the scapula and your back as you do this? And then on the exhale, arms down. Nice and slowly, follow the breath. Palms up, have a moment in Shavasana, relax the buttocks and the legs. And then when you're ready, let's bring our right knee in, hands around your shins. Deep breath. And exhale, coming up. Really enjoy following the breath leave the body. Hold the breath out. And then inhale down. And let's do the other side. You can have your eyes closed for this if you want to. You can really notice more. So inhale. Come up as you exhale. And really try and let all the breath leave the body. Pausing. Inhale when you're ready to come down. And then both knees. Lovely stretch for our back here. Deep breath. Exhale up. Feeling the belly fall back to the spine. And then release. Take a breath in as you come down, holding onto the knees, and then just making little circles or rolling, rocking, zigzagging from tailbone upwards. Whatever feels nice, whatever movement you want to make. Okay. Let's take our hands and feet up into the air and we'll work our warm up this way. So stretching fingers, stretching toes, and then making a fist and curling the toes, and then just alternate the thumbs in and out. You can do this quickly or slowly, whatever the body wants to do today. And then flexing, palms up and then palms down, and then just with the ankles as well, backwards and forwards. How does it feel? Is it easier one way than the other? And then just gently rotate now. And the other way. Just a few times, noticing any clicks. Are the hands clickier than the feet, or the other way around? Then let's just drop our hands to the side of the body. Keep the legs raised. And then we're going to just cycle very gently. I just want you to tune into how it feels in your knees. And maybe you can notice some sensation in the hamstrings. And reversing the cycle. And then let's just tuck our legs down, knees in. Just bend the knees now. Just come back into a restful pose. And then take your left foot to the floor. We're going to lift our right leg again. And then big circles. And if you can follow your gaze on your big toe. And do a few clockwise and then anti-clockwise, whichever way, just do the opposite. How does it feel to move the leg and the hip like this? So popping that foot down, we'll swap sides, raising the left leg now. And same again, just a few circles in both directions. And maybe you can already notice there's a difference between one side and the other. Let's just swap direction. And then let's drop the leg down. So have a nice little hug. Bring knees into chest and you can rock for a moment. Breathe deeply to belly. You can relieve your back if you had to sort of tense there a little bit. Drop the feet to the mat and then we'll come into thread the needle. So if you bring your right foot onto your left knee and then hands round your left thigh, just clasping the palms behind and then bringing the leg away. So a nice stretch. If you've got sciatica and this is aggravating, don't do it, or just be very gentle. Don't do anything that hurts today. Okay, and then let's explore the other side because quite often it can feel different the other side. So the left foot on the right thigh near the knee, and then again just bring that right leg away. How much tension are you holding in the hip? and your inner thigh and around the calf of the left leg. See if you can just gently relax. And we'll release. Let's just hug the knees in again, nice little rock. Just release that sensation. And then we'll roll up to seated just to do our upper body. So when you're ready, just coming up. Either on cushions or just staying on the mat, whatever feels comfortable. We're just going to do our shoulders and the head and neck. So just bringing hands to chin mudra as we often do, and then closing the eyes, taking the chin down, and pausing for a moment. Notice what you feel in the back of the neck, tops of the shoulders, upper back as well. Chin up. Opening through your throat. Try and visualise lovely pale blue or even a royal blue here. Chin down. And once more up. Nice slow fluid movement. And then returning to centre. Tilt your head to the right. And then the left. Just a short pause to feel whatever you feel. Same again. Sometimes when you tilt the head to the right, you might feel another sensation radiate down through the back. So just noticing. Come back to centre, and then we're going to just turn the head as if we're looking over the right shoulder. Other side. Same again. And left. Coming back to centre. And then chin down, rotation all the way round. Just one either way. It's quite interesting when you do this, because certain point that you get round, you might feel like you can feel some nerves twinging and other things, you know, when you feel it a little bit further down your back. So, okie dokie, opening your eyes, bringing the hands onto shoulders, and we'll just loosen up here. And a few times the other way. Lovely. Okay, feels better having just moved everything, warmed everything up. Who was it couldn't come knees last week? How your knees?
Not too bad this week.
Yeah, so you can do cat-cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, lovely. Let's come on to hands and knees. We'll work with cat-cow, then wild cat-cow, where you start to move a little bit more into the sides of the body. So just aligning yourself, check in with your breath, and then when you're ready, arching up into cat on the exhale. And then belly dropping as we come into cow on the inhale. And just allow your breath to direct your body. Noticing what feels good, what you need to be a little bit gentle with. And then if you want to start to rotate into wild cat-cow, where we move in like a figure of 8, stretching a little bit more into our sides. Still trying to sort of rotate the body up and down. Belly dropping and stretching and arching the back. And then we can reverse other way. And then coming back to a stillness. Let's stretch back into Hatha. Take your knees wide here. Drop the head down if you can. And if you can creep your fingers forward so that you get a lovely stretch in the arms and through the shoulder blades. Taking some deep breaths. Lovely. Lift your head slowly. We'll come up. Turning your toes under behind you. Lovely little stretch for the feet. And let's turn our hands towards the fingers towards our toes. And then getting a nice stretch here. Only do this if this allows through your wrists. We won't hold that for too long, so let's just release that. Okay, loves, let's come to standing. We'll begin with an earth sequence again, I think, because it is just such a lovely one to warm up to. Oh God, I stood up too quickly. Just feel a bit dizzy. Okay, so joining me on the left side of your mat. Today I think we'll do 2 rounds, but we'll do it nice and slowly. It's quite warm in here. And then after 2 rounds, we'll lie down and have a nice rest on the mat. So making a diamond shape with your fingers. I won't talk too much as well. I'll try not to. If you're not sure how many you've done, just follow me. And sometimes I get it wrong as well. So. Try and stay with your breath. Just one more. Enjoy how graceful it feels to move this way. Coming down into a squat, bending the knees. Coming to the earth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And then to your right, leaning back, draw the hands to heart, then lean forwards, leaning back. Drawing hands in, push away, leaning back and up, arms round and over to the other side, round and down to in front. Draw the hands to heart and forward, leaning back, stay leaning back, hands to heart. Lovely. We're going to do that again, but I'm not going to talk at all. So yeah, I won't say anything. What I want you to experience is in just enjoying it and noticing where your mind goes, whether you're with your physical body, whether you're with your breath, or you start thinking about something else. I like to think of this as meditation in movement. That's how I think of this, and Tai Chi, that kind of thing. It's lovely. So we'll begin. If you get carried away or forget something, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're still moving. So, okay. Just think how peaceful you feel. Quite peaceful, isn't it? Have a little lie down, lovelies. Notice which version you preferred, where I was talking or whether it was just nice and quiet and you could move and be with your own mind and breath. Maybe you felt more the second time round when it was just you in your own space. Really relax, let go. Close your eyes and just observe. Just tune in with your heartbeat, whether it's really very gentle, not too raised. As you think about the muscles through your back, Can you relax anywhere? So let's bring our right knee in and then our left knee and enjoy a nice rock. Just little circles, zigzagging from tailbone upwards, if that feels nice. Okay, let's do bridge like we did last week again. This time what we'll do is when we move, we'll take our arms overhead. And when we come up, I'd like you to see if you can hold it for a breath. And then the second breath will come down on the exhale. So feet to buttocks, palms down outside the body, gentle engagement in the abdomen, lower abdomen and pelvic diaphragm. So when you're ready, let's inhale, breathe in, bring the body away from the mat, take the arms overhead, really lift the hips. Right, pause here a moment, let's take a breath. So exhale, and then we'll take one more breath. And on that exhale, we'll come down, bringing the arms down slowly with us. Still feeling a nice sort of clench in the buttocks and the thighs. And then as you come down, just relax this lower part of muscle tension. Okay, so we'll do it. So let's breathe in, come up, arms over, nice slow movement. We're going to exhale. And then we're going to inhale. And on that exhale, we'll come down. Enjoying the moment. Nice slow movement. And we'll do one more. So we've done 3 of those. So when you're ready, inhale, come up. Arms overhead. Enjoy the exhale. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, rolling down. And maybe now you can feel some nice warmth in the backs of your thighs. Take your legs down, take Shavasana for a moment just to feel. Palms can face upwards. Just have a moment to relax. How does your spine feel here? And it might feel quite nice and, I don't know, freed up, nurtured. There's a softness to it perhaps. So come back into that position. We're going to come up into bridge again. So we've done a few where we've held the breath. So palms face down again now. Again, engaging belly, pelvic diaphragm. And we're going to come up. So breathing, come up. Let's take 2 breaths here. And just one more. And on this exhale, we'll come down. Nice and slow. Okay. I'd like you to bring your right foot a little bit more to the centre and lift your left leg. This is a little bit more challenging. And then we're going to inhale, come up into bridge. Now you might not come very far up at all. You might only feel like you come an inch away from the mat. And then lower down. And we're going to do that twice more. So just in your own time, push up through your right heel. And then come down. And then one more time. So like one-legged bridge. Okay, put both feet, but put your left leg down. And then we'll bring that sort of left foot slightly more into centre. Raise your right leg. And then we'll come up. So inhale, come up. And then down again. You won't come up as high as you do normally, so don't expect to. And again. And then one more time. And then relax. Find Shavasana. Could you notice a big difference? Yeah. You don't come up as much, and you feel like your body's working a little bit more. Have a nice sigh, relax. Perhaps you can feel that in your body where you're building a little bit more strength with that particular pose. Okay, bring the knees in, little rock. We'll come into some twists. So bring your feet back to that starting position, near to your buttocks. We're going to hold the twists a bit more today. So bring your arms out level with your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And then drop the knees to the right. And you can look to your left if that's comfortable. Now, you might feel quite tense through your legs. See if you can relax your right buttock and the leg and the thigh. As you do this, sometimes your left knee will lift a little bit, but just see if you can soften into this twist. If it's aggravating anyone's back or you're in pain, please come out of it. Don't suffer. It's okay if you can explore a stretch and it's not painful though. Okay, when you're ready, let's breathe in. And let's come over to the other side. Bring the knees up to centre and then drop them over to the left. And then you can look to your right hand. Pausing here for just a little while and seeing if you can relax and enjoy the twist. Let the stretch begin. Are you tense in your shoulders? Notice if there's tension in other parts of the body, even your wrists and hands. Okay, breathe in, come up to centre. You're going to stretch your right leg downwards and bring your left knee, sort of bend your left leg and bring the knee up so that if you look at me, we're like this. Okay, and now we're going to take that the left knee over to the other side. Now, you probably won't touch the floor. Your left shoulder will start to lift up and you can feel a deeper stretch through your left hip and buttock. We're just going to pause here for a moment. And then let's come back and we'll do the same the other side. So just let your left leg come straight to the mat. Bring your right leg up, knees bent. And then let's go over to the other side, a deeper twist. And just breathe. Try not to hold your breath or allow it to be shallow. Breathe to your belly. Lovely. Let's come back. Okay. We're going to lift our left leg up. So we're straight leg. And then gently just tilt that over to your right and see how this feels. So across you. Oh, keep your right leg straight on the floor. That's it. And then bring that left leg over. You might not get very far. This is a little bit of another level. So come back up. Yeah, as long as it doesn't hurt, it's okay to challenge yourself. Okay, left leg is flat on the mat. bring your whole right leg up and then just start to explore, leaning that over to the other side. You won't come to the floor, don't worry. You might just sort of hover in the air for a moment. Breathe, deep breaths. When you're ready, let's come up. Bring the leg back, find Shavasana. And just notice how that feels. All different ways of twisting when you're on the mat. So maybe draw the knees in and allow the spine to stretch here and a nice little rock. Massage the back. So let's roll up to seated and do a seated twist and see how all these different twists today feel through the body. So come. This is good for your digestive system, by the way, twists, and your nervous system too. It's fine. So legs in front of you. Bend your right knee. Pop it over the left knee, that foot. And then come into a lovely tall spine, like someone's pulling you up here. Okay. Left arm hugs round the front. And then the right arm comes behind you. That's it, looking over your right shoulder. Nice tall spine. As you breathe in, you have the opportunity to lift and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, just explore the movement into the twist. And so noticing how this twist feels, you might feel it in a very different place, like a nice pull on your right buttock. Perhaps it's a little bit more through the back that you notice it. Okay, come back round the front as you breathe in. Oh, feels nice. Okay, swapping sides. So left foot over the right knee. Lovely tall spine, like we've got a ruler down the back. Right arm hugs, left arm swings behind. Hands just resting on the mat or fingertips, whatever feels right. And then in your own time, just enjoy progressing this pose. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, twist. Perhaps you can really enjoy the feeling of the muscles around your ribs and the back ribs. A nice deep pull in the left buttock. And when you're ready, let's breathe in and return back to centre. Okay. Doesn't that feel a little different from the lying postures? If you need to lie down or have a little bit of a stretch, then please do. Maybe just bring the knees up and take a lean forwards. Whatever feels nice, just to sort of relieve the spine there. Okay. So just lifting up. Let's do a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So bring your legs out in front of you. Walk out your sit bones. Okay. So just bring your hands to the side of your body. Have your feet flexed. So rather than relaxed, come into a flex. And then just wherever your hands rest. This actually is called staff pose. It's quite a difficult pose to remain in. It's quite active, isn't it? To be able to hold this pose. You're very engaged in the tops of the thighs. You perhaps feel it in your back. A nice lift. Okay. Inhale, take the arms up. And then we will exhale, gently fold forward. And the reason I'm coming into it from this position is I just want you to notice how far you get into your leaning forward, and you might not get very far, especially if your feet are flexed. Just take a few moments to breathe, encouraging the chest down to the thighs rather than the head to knees. So a nice length in the spine. Feeling it perhaps through your calf muscles, behind the knees. Take a breath. Let's just walk the hands back and come up. Okay, relax your feet. Give them a little bit. Let your legs feel relaxed. Okay.
I feel that on the hamstring, that side.
Yeah, hamstring. Yeah, I can feel it all the way along the back of the leg with that pose, definitely. Oh, is it? Yeah. Sometimes we're a lot tighter one side. I'm always tighter on my left.
Yeah.
Anything I do, I will always feel it tighter on the left. So let's come into this bended knee position. And I know that we've done this a few times before, where we've just sort of decided to creep our feet forwards with our chest leaning forwards. So sort of coming into that same posture, but from a different sort of perspective. Just let your heels keep sort of sliding away from you. And you might find that as you'll lean into this more. And then if you want to bring your feet into a bit more of a flexed position as we had before, then you might feel it. Do you note it? Can you see a little bit of a difference or feel a difference in the posture? To be softer in the legs, to have that little gentle bend in the knee. And then if you can start to flex your feet, as we were in that first position, you will feel it a lot more through the backs of your legs. Can't you? But you might find that you're in a bit of a lower position. So, okay, lovelies, just breathe in, come up. Let's bring our left foot into the top of the right thigh. And now, again, lift the body, lovely tall spine. Inhale, come up. And forward fold. Let the hands just drop wherever they feel comfortable. Again, this position will feel different again. Head to knee pose, this is called Janu Shirshasana. And just use the breath. Every inhale is that opportunity to sort of lift your body and straighten through the back. Every exhale is the opportunity to find some movement and find some space. Let's take a breath. Walk the hands back. Let's swap sides. So right foot into the left thigh. Perhaps you can feel that on the inner thigh now already on your right side. Okay, inhale, arms up. If you can, have the foot flexed. Just start that way. And then gently just soften into this. As you sit here in this posture, just think about what you feel, where you feel it. Where does your body give you sensation? Enjoying being in this present moment in the now. And then let's just lift up. Breathe in, come back up. Have a lie down for a moment. We've done a few forward folds, so just take your body back. Feels nice. If you need to just rock your pelvis, wag your tail, whatever feels nice to relieve anything if it feels tight. And just enjoy some lovely deep breaths here. Keep looking through the back of your body for the opportunity to relax even more. Notice if your abdomen feels tight as well as you breathe, the muscles. Okay, bring the knees in. Enjoy a rock. And then I'd like to just do a little bit of a flow where we flex the spine again. So roll up, come onto your onto your belly. Let's come into Sphinx for a moment. Okay. How does this feel? Just notice. Huh?
I can feel it on my back.
Can you? Is it painful?
No, it's not.
As long as it's not painful. If it is, then you can always come into crocodile, which is a little bit lower where your elbow's a little bit further forward. If anybody is in pain, don't do this. Just wanted to counterpose what we've just been doing, so leaning forwards. Okay. Right, so what I'd like you to do is bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to push back into child's pose, nice and slowly. Keep your arms extended. Bring your forehead down. And then we're going to breathe in, come back into like a little baby cobra. So just come down to the mat. And then as we push up, we can feel that nice curve in our spine. We're going to come back into child's. I feel that lower spine move in the opposite direction. Breathe in as we come back onto the mat, into a baby cobra. So a really quite a low cobra. And then we push up once more, this last time. And then come back into a child's pose of your sort. If child's pose isn't comfortable for you, you can always come into puppy, which is a little bit more upright. Just taking a few deep breaths, centering yourself, observing all sensation through your body. And then let's lift our head slowly. Okay, so we've come into twists today. We've come forwards and backwards just then. Let's lie down and come into banana, so that we come into some side stretching of the body. So bring your feet over to the lower right corner. And then bring your right foot over your left ankle. And then when you're ready, just shuffle your shoulders to the top right. So everything moves to the right. And we feel this lovely stretch in the left side of the body. If you want to bring your arms overhead, you can. Or into cactus arms where you just bend at the elbows. With the hands down. Or just keep them at the side of your body, whatever you're feeling that you're drawn to today. It's your practice. And as we rest in this lovely position, breathing deeply, finding the space in the left side of our body. And just noticing how you are, who you are when you're on your mat doing your yoga, whether you are in the most calm place. There might be other things in your life where you're very calm, but is this a part of you where you become a very calm, relaxed, in tune person? Try and relax your lower back. Notice if your buttocks are tight in any way. Relax the shoulders. Notice if there is a little bit of tension in your neck. And as you release, you might feel like the body kind of sort of collapses a little bit, but it just relaxes to the mat even more. Let's uncross our feet, gently come back into center. Have a moment just in this alignment where you feel whatever you feel. Can you feel any cold movement through your body, any chill or tingliness where chi is moving? Perhaps on the inside of the legs. I can feel it on the inside of my left knee. It's always really interesting to notice when things shift like that. So let's try the other side. Bring the feet to the lower left corner. Left foot over right. Just adjust your buttocks and lower back and then just shuffle shoulders left. Again, moving your arms wherever you prefer to have them. And if you're quite comfortable here, just leave them at the side of your body. Try to relax the buttocks and lower back, all the muscles in the lumbar. Relaxing your face. Notice if you're tense in the forehead and the cheeks. Just witness your thoughts in this moment. Relax perhaps the sides of your waist if you find that as you look through there's tension. And then when you're ready, let's gently find our way back to Shavasana. Uncross your legs, just gently come back to neutral spine. Again, if you need to just rock your pelvis, move the lower back very gently here, then do what you need to relieve anything. And let's draw our knees in. Have a moment to enjoy whatever works for you. You might want to hug the knees in tight up to the chest and feel a nice rock on the middle part of your back. Or as you take your knees further away, enjoying the lower spine. So let's just end the postures with an inversion where we just take the legs up. So if you've got your moon cushion or a little blanket or whatever you want to, let's just raise our legs now and have a nice rest on our spine. You don't have to use a cushion, it's just I quite like to, it just sort of lifts you a bit. If you're happy just to lift your legs, then you can do. Just a very gentle inversion. And enjoy taking the breath down to your belly. Feeling the expansion in your chest. You can come into Ujjayi breath if you wish. That breath that's noisy. If your eyes are closed, just take your gaze to your third eye, so a little bit ahead of you, gazing into the void, noticing colours, shapes, thoughts. And as you lie here, it's nice to consider if you're happy, if you're content in this very moment. Or whatever other words come to mind, whether you're just peaceful, still. Rested. Whether you feel the most you that you can be when you're having this quiet time to yourself. You don't have to be somebody's partner, parent, sibling. You can just be you. And it's the space where we find who that me, who that you is. There's so many layers. So let's just gently bend our knees, have a nice little hug. We're coming to relaxation now, nice long relaxation. So if you want to pop on your warm bits, bring a blanket over you. Get comfy and cosy. Sometimes I find a little thing that's nice to read and for you to have time to contemplate. So this is just a little piece written by Deepak Chopra, who's an author, a speaker of spiritual and many, many positive things. So, and it's called I Am Spirit. Although my physical existence is confined to space and time, my awareness is not limited to that. I am aware of the whole field as a play of creation and destruction. Matter and energy come and go, flickering in and out of existence like fireflies, yet all events are held together and made orderly by the deep intelligence that runs through all things. I am one aspect of that intelligence. I am the field unfolding itself in local events. My spirit is experiencing the material world through the lens of perception. But even if I see and hear nothing, I am still myself, an eternal presence of awareness. In practical terms, this realization becomes real when no outside event can shake your sense of self. A person who knows himself as spirit never loses sight of the experiencer in the mist of experience. His inner truth says, I carry the consciousness of immortality in the midst of mortality. And another little quote here by Osho. The witnessing soul is like the sky. The birds fly in the sky, but they don't leave any footprints. The one who is awakened lives in such a way that he leaves no footprints. He never looks ahead. He never looks back. He lives in the moment. By Osho. So just have a nice little moment of quiet time now, thinking about the true being that you are, the eternal part of you. very gently. There's no need to move yet. Just think about how you would like your day to be today. However it started. Notice how you're feeling now and how you would like the rest of your day to pan out. Whatever sparks joy for you, we are meant to be joyful beings and happy. In our natural state, we are happy. It's only life events and other things around us that usually do bring us down. So whatever that little snippet of happiness, joy, try and build that into your day, bring it in, make an intention to pour that glass later on or something. Even if it's for you to sit down with a cup of tea later on, read a chapter of your book, and that is your, I've done my thing I wanted to do. Time that replenishes you. Obviously being on the mat in yoga is a big one, but there's many other little things we can bring into our day to continue our uplifted, joyful feelings. For me, it is finding that little bit of me time to read a book. Or even just to take 10 minutes later to meditate in peace and quiet without anyone bothering me. But everyone's different, so when you're ready, just start to gently move fingers and toes. Maybe move the head or stretch in some way that feels good. In your own time, just rolling over and coming up. We'll chant 3 Oms together. Okay, lovelies, joining me in Chin Mudra. 3 Oms, a small silence after the third. We're tuning into our third eye and our crown. So, when you're ready, deep breath in. And then bringing hands together, rubbing the palms vigorously. You might feel warm already. Maybe there's some more heat to be felt. And then we'll palm our eyes, gently blinking, letting the light through. And hands down. Om Shanti, Namaste. Thank you, my loves.